So as I was saying, blah blah blah. Don't go over there. Why? This is what happens when they milk your series. I'm okay with that.
Now that's comedy.
Well, here it is. After praising dancing games all year, and still doing so to this day, it's finally here. The Persona 3 and 5 dancing spin-off games. And oh boy.
What did you say?
Persona games are JRPGs. Persona 4, however, got an excellent spin-off as a dancing rhythm game. And because they like money, they made one for Persona 3 and 5. And let's just say, this makes me so happy and so angry.
What?
Okay, so also, I won't be spoiling anything from either of the original games, but I have to say, these games themselves do have spoilers to them. So don't start blaming me when Joker starts talking about his love for mac and cheese.
Gee.
That's a spoiler from the main game! But the premise is that both groups have been transported to this dancing velvet room. Well, at least it's more hip than an elevator or prison.
Yes.
And the attendants, Elizabeth and Justine and Caroline, are angry sisters who hate each other and say their groups are better than the other. And they organize this whole thing to see just that. Who is better at dancing? Yes, the premise for the entire game is the sister spat.
Huh?
Now I want to make sure you understand, these are sold as two separate games, unless you buy the collection which horribly packages them together. How do I get the discount?
You gotta be kidding me.
The games will reference each other like saying, oh, there's another group here. I can feel their presence. We must dance better than them. Yes. Dance.
Way too fast.
So in this dream world, both groups have to dance to please, the dream version of every human in the world? Don't worry, it's never really explained that well.
Alright.
And they somehow have the ability to dance due to the dream making all of their thoughts reality. I.e., think of a dance and you can do it. But first, he's on a high chair!
Hey, you're awake.
Oh, so now you're telling me not to sleep? You know what? No, I'm going to bed.
Could you freak out a little more about this?
I don't really feel like it.
How rude.
So for Persona 5 dancing, you meet the twins, the apathetic Justine
Just kidding.
and tsundere Caroline. And they bring us here all for...
Dancing. I still don't really get what's going on here.
Hey, come on! And for the Persona 3 side of things, well, they seem to be more forgiving on the dancing aspect. The C's group is brought here by the fantastic Elizabeth.
Call me by my nickname, LP.
LP.
Naturally.
She's the best character out of both of these games.
My master has a large nose.
And as with the twins, she tells us pretty much the reason they have this argument is because of their older sister, who had her guest defeat actual demons through dancing. Gee, I wonder who that guest could be.
Oh yeah?
So as to the characters, well, I won't go into too much detail on them, because my other videos do that, and oh my goodness, they are so good they deserve an Oscar or something. But with Persona 3, you of course get the headphone-wearing main protagonist.
What about you? Ever tear up the dance floor anywhere? Like at Club Escapade?
You then have Yukari, the best zombie nurse girl, who definitely is written better than a certain other epilogue.
Wait, really?
Which of course means the other character is here. Yes, it's Mr. Junpei Iori.
For real?
Oh, he's a very special boy.
I'm gonna become the ultimate ladies' man.
Then you have the ever wonderful Mitsuru.
Hot.
She's, I have nothing else to add here. Next is Akihiko, the boxing man.
Great. Why not try putting whole lemons inside the rice balls?
Wait, what was that about the lemon?
Lemons?
In rice balls? Are you crazy, mate? Wait, don't answer that.
Great.
Then it's the lovable small girl Fuka, who I gotta say, I actually enjoy so much more as a character after this game. Maybe it's because both of her songs are actually really good.
So cute! So cute!
And finally, out of the group, definitely no one else important, we have the wonderful robot.
I Jess.
The world.
She is adorable.
She resorts to a sexy dance in front of all the other deities.
Most of her dialogue involves teaching her to dance because this has got to be the silliest idea for her programming.
Myself can partake in a peaceful activity like dancing. A peaceful activity like dance.
And well, as for the Persona 5 crew,
This energy's incredible!
you of course got the old Smash Boy Joker, and I gotta say, the game is literally made for him.
For real?
Next is Best Boy Ryuji.
For real?
Well, glad to know he's the exact same character.
Party, meat, party, meat, party, meat.
Oh yeah?
Then it's the talking cat Morgana.
Cat? He's been calling me a cat again!
Meow?
And next is the magical Lady Anne, always like a princess.
I killed a bag of potato chips too.
Oh, the humanity!
And the final one, because this is taking way too long, is the wonderful Splatoon girl.
Lately, I'm really into J-pop idols. You know, like Rise Kujikawa.
Gee, I have no idea who that is.
Nope.
Anyway, so long story short, these two groups are called by the game's person in blue to dance to show up the Persona 4 people. Guess that's one way to have a cinematic universe.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Okay, so what do you do in this game? Well, you dance.
What the hell is that?
Or press buttons in time with the beat. So each song has you pressing the right 3 buttons or left 3 in time with the notes, either quickly, together, or holding them. And if you see this ring, you press R1, or flick the control stick if you're a mad lad like me.
Woke.
Don't worry if I'm going over this a bit too quickly, there are tutorials in the game. And out of all the rhythm games I've played, this is probably the most user-friendly. As for gameplay improvements from Persona 4, well, I can't really explain it other than the fact that the note timing is better. In Persona 4, it sometimes felt like the button presses weren't in time with every single beat, but that's changed here. I think the biggest proof is that I was horrible starting these games, as I was used to P4, but after a few days, I got good, but then was horrible going back to P4. I hope that made sense.
Huh?
Oh yeah, and by the way, since I got the collection, it came with Persona 4 dancing, meaning I got to see this again.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah?
The models actually look so much more better on the big screen, which brings me then to another thing, the screen size. So I know it's weird, but the Vita was perfect for this game. Perfect size to see the dance and the beats. But I got the PS4 version and well, it's on a TV, and with some songs my thumbs would go nuts while my eyes kept wandering further away from each other as the screen size was just too big.
It's so big!
Oh yeah?
I know it's a weird gripe, but so many times during a song, I couldn't actually pay attention to the dancing, unlike on the Vita. Guess the little weeb machine still has its uses, eh?
It's so much fun!
The songs themselves are from the main game, and with a handful of remixes from various artists. And at first you start with a small track list, but slowly you unlock more till you realize, gee, there's way less songs than in the previous game.
Wait, is that it?
How unprecedented!
As for the song choice, well, they are all good, except for this stupid song, I Hate You So Much. But seriously, after my extended time with both, and knowing how many songs I love from P4, here's the number of favorites from P3, and here's my favorites from P5. Yep. I know music is not a big thing I talk about in my videos because I know it's personal, but since it is a dancing game, well, why not?
Fine by me.
But for whatever reason, I could not find a remix track from Persona 5 that I liked. They were good songs, but not on the level I'll listen to every day that I had with the others. I mean, the ones from the original game are still great, but it's just a shame the remixes didn't wow me like the other two.
Whoa, no way!
Okay, so after doing the songs for a time, and some other requirements, you unlock these social links with the characters. This replaces the weird story mode from Persona 4, and I gotta say, I love it way more than that thing.
Wait, what?
Because in that game it kind of felt depressing that they are only dancing to kill shadows, with the presentation being a bit more lifeless with the characters. But with these modes, they nailed the characters perfectly, making you love them so much more.
200,000?
300,000?
100,000? You should make some kind of mobile game app and rake in the money.
Please, Ryuji, don't give ATLUS any more ideas on how to milk the franchise.
Milk every day.
You get a lot of links with each character, and some are better than others. Keep in mind that this does take place near the end of the main story in the original games, so the dancing games actually do have spoilers to it. But okay, overall, while Persona 3 had better music, I weirdly found their social links to be very as the Persona 5 ones were so hilarious and charming, but Persona 3 was just charming.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know, maybe because of the depressive nature of its main game. There weren't too many laughs in the social links for me. The characters were still written in a way that they felt like themselves, but I just found myself loving Persona 5's one so much more.
Wait, what?
And after the 5th social link, you go to the person's room, because LP and the twins modeled everyone's room as they were in the real world.
But they are separate and completely soundproof. Be reassured that you can bang all you want in there, no problem.
What?
And after you talk to the character, they leave the room letting you snoop around.
You can chill here if you want, but no snooping around. Got it?
The game does give you incentive to look around though, as you have to find this card that the attendant hid to unlock accessories and costumes for your characters. Yeah, because that's definitely back in this game.
Dope.
Wait a minute. Mona wears the Sonic costume. Miku wears the Sonic costume. Miku is in Persona 4 dancing. They are all owned by Sega. Does that mean...
Well, it's big. Wait, I was just joking. Though not really.
After doing a certain number of social links, you talk with your attendant, and the final one with them has a big group cutscene that signifies the end of the game. And no spoilers, but it's what you expect from a cheerful dancing game.
Wait, really?
Yes!
So then, what's the point to even keep playing this after all the links are done? Well, for me, it's the customization. I've said it before just how much I love this, and in this game it's no different. Each character has tons of costumes and accessories to equip for each dance.
Some of them are downright bizarre.
Without a doubt.
And I gotta say, they are handled better than they are in Persona 4, as each outfit pretty much has a unique line from the characters.
You're under arrest.
God, I love this game so much.
Swag.
Although, by the way, since no one ever mentioned this and I don't think anyone ever will, why the heck are the Persona 4 dancing clothes from Persona 5 not in the game at all? They are literally the best outfits in the entire game. It's the only DLC I ever bought for the main game. Why, ATLUS? Why?
No.
I still love the outfits though. But of course, despite loving it so much, just like mac and cheese, I felt so much remorse with one glaring issue.
Whoa, stop right there.
DLC.
Wait.
So since Persona is a moneymaker, there was DLC made for this game, and ATLUS brought over most of it to the West, and you can buy bundles of them or individually at launch of the game, if you live in the USA.
I'd like to say I get it, but I don't.
So for whatever reason, Europe and Oz do not get the option to buy the single DLC, only bundles, which cost over $100. So if you want that one Morgana suit, you gotta buy everything to get it. But that's not all, because firstly this DLC wasn't even released until a week after launch for EU and Oz. And then after that, USA got free DLC. Yes, some of those separate items are free for you right now. But what about the EU and Oz? Well, we got bundles, meaning no free DLC since everything is stuck inside those bundles.
That is unfair.
I know it's just some cosmetics, but to me, who's a huge fan of this niche thing, and wants every franchise to get a dancing game, I just wish they would at least care for all Western markets and not just USA. And another thing, regarding that tiny track list I mentioned earlier, and the fact that both of these games seem to be the exact same in terms of programming.
What about it?
It feels like this was one single game, but then they split it down the middle at some point.
But
What about if I propose that maybe next time they could have a game like Persona Q, where both games, even Persona 4, all dance together in one game. The song list would be higher, Persona 4 would get their own social links, there would actually be a contest between the characters, and the price would be lower since it is a single game, and no game would ever cost over $100, meaning then the DLC thing wouldn't be as bad. Doesn't that sound like a much better deal?
That actually sounds pretty good.
Anyway, with all of that said and done, here's my recommendation for these games. If you're not a Persona fan, then thank you for watching the video this far. These spin-offs do spoil their main game, even though some of it's out of context, but I still would say play the original JRPG before these to get the most out of them. And as to any Persona fan, well, if you absolutely love the characters from these games, I highly recommend them. The way the characters dance and react in the social links is so fun. Even to the point I honestly wish they got rid of the story thing in Persona 4 dancing and added this social link feature because I love it so much. But yeah, it still is an immensely fun game, but I would still be cautious of the cosmetic stuff. It is optional.
Anyway,
I can finally get to the main point of the video. Since when did Morgana wear a baseball cap? I thought that was part of his fur. You mean I went a whole year without knowing this? Why did no one tell me? This is outrageous. It's scandalous. It's...
a ball?
How unprecedented!
Trojan, RamZaes, Magnum, Chic.